So lesson 3 is about confidence and self-belief. One lesson I've learned is that you just can't fake it. You have to earn it deep down in your subconscious. You can tell yourself that you're a great player, but if you haven't put in the reps, if you haven't been putting on the putting green till dark, if you haven't been hitting balls at the range every day, deep down in your body, you know that. And when it comes down to a pressure situation, you're just not going to perform like how you want to. You've got to put the reps in, and the reps are how you build up your confidence and your self-belief when it comes to those pressure situations. Now, I've got 2 stories here from golfers that I won't name, but very good golfers, and I've been lucky enough that when you stay in St Andrews, a lot of good golfers show up here. It's the home of golf, right? So everyone wants to come here. Good golfers and bad golfers, but everyone comes along here and you get opportunities to play with them. You know, as I've gone from being a 3 handicap up to a 4, back down on this full-time journey, got to a +3, I achieved some cool things. You know, I won some stuff in St Andrews. I won a club championship, and I was the unofficial links match play champion of St Andrews, the FG Tate medal. I won that. You know, so I've been playing up against these top players locally, nationally, and I've been observing them wherever I go. And here's the lesson that I've learned. They truly believe, these top players, top professionals, elite amateurs, they truly believe in their abilities to an almost arrogant level. They don't have to be outward with it. They don't have to tell you how good they are because they can show it. But they believe that they're always going to show it. And if they hit a bad shot, that doesn't alter their belief for how the next shot's going to go. Some of us, we can hit a bad shot and it's like, oh no, have I lost it? Where's it gone? What do I do? The top players always believe that that ability is here, and you can hit a bad shot, you just throw out the evidence. I'm still this player. 2 stories for you. I played a tournament away with a very good ex-Walker Cupper. So that, for those who don't know, he represented Great Britain and Ireland against the United States as a top amateur. He then went on to go play on the DP World Tour, what was the European Tour, and he had a couple of years on that. Very good player, right? And I played with him at this tournament, and he was a little bit older at this point. He'd left the tour, and still excellent player. And on the second hole of the day, we're playing together in this 36-hole open. Second hole of the day, he has a chip for eagle on his par 5, and he hits this chip, and it lipped out. Still stone dead, can make a birdie, tap in for birdie, but he lips it out, and I go, oh, great shot, that was so good, because he was short-sided. It was a soft touch shot, you know. And he went, in my peak, I would have made that. Just stony faced. In my peak, I would have made that. It was just factual, right? He didn't have to tell me. He could have just known that in his head, but just this is why it's a story, because he told me out loud and it caught me off guard. Unbelievable. So anyway, he's telling me this all day. He's hitting these shots. I'm saying good shot because they were good shots. And he's like, in my peak, I would have done this. In my peak, I would have hit it 20 yards further than that. In my peak, I would have stuck it closer. I would have held that putt. You know, just he had this vision of himself. And he's saying in his peak, but he still believes he's that player, right? He just knows what his abilities are. So we get to the afternoon round of holes, and we're on the 11th hole, and he's got a pitch from 70 yards. I've walked up to the green because I've already hit my shot up there, and he holes it from 70 yards. It bounces up, spins back in the hole, holes it for 70 yards. I think it's for a birdie because he's had to chip out the trees. That's why I was up by the green. And he runs up to me up at the green, left his bag behind, ran up to me and said, I told you I'm that good. I told you I'm that good. And I just thought, I'm going to bow down, do a Billy Foster, the caddy, do a bow down, because that, he did tell me how good he was. And it was like he manifested it. I'm not saying that you can just tell yourself you're going to hit all these great shots and it will happen. But I am saying it gives you a much better chance to say you're going to hit this shot, rather than saying, oh God, I hate this shot. Oh God, I always put it in the bunker from here. Oh God, I always duff it. God, I can never hit off these muddy lies. That just creates terrible pictures, right? That guy that I played with that day was unbelievable, because he was just feeding himself the great images. And then it happened. The second story. Played with another golfer. We're in a match together, and this was way more subtle because he wasn't outwardly telling me this, but it was just something I observed. And we get on the first hole, he's got a wedge into the green, and over the ball, I'm next to him and I hear him say, hit the flag. And then he hit the flag just on the fly, and it bounced off the front of the green, but he hit the flag, and I thought, that's pretty cool. First hole of the day, like still warming up as well. And then on the chip shot, he does it again. He's over the chip shot. He hits this. He's over the chip shot. He says, "Hit the flag," and he hit the flag again. He hit it twice in 2 shots. The ball didn't go in the hole. We had a tap in par. The opponents ironically made birdie. They actually won the hole, even though this guy had hit the flag twice in 2 shots. They won the hole. But I just thought, what an insight into how a top player performs. They're just over the ball, feeding themselves good images, and it won't always work well. You might not be in the groove. There's loads of different reasons why the shot might not come off. But there is no doubt in my mind that the top golfers in the world feed themselves to great images, and that helps, and they do it in practice as well, and it feeds their self-belief, it feeds their confidence, and it makes them way more likely to then execute. Honestly, just astounding stuff.